Life Fellowship. Brenda here with her wonderful children.
Quinn and Inslee.
Oh, Inslee could say her name. She's back there. All right. Hey, I just wanted to check in with you guys. Hope you guys are doing great. And I wanted to send out another video because we're coming closer to Easter. So like I said on my last video, there's a lot of good stuff between when Jesus comes into Jerusalem and when he is crucified and rises again. I know. I never talk very good. All right. Anyways, so I didn't tell Inslee and Quinn the story we're doing today, and I want to see if they can guess what I'm going to draw, because that has to do with the story. So here's my notepad. You guys can play along too and be the first person to guess.
It's
all right.
mine.
What? All right. So here I'm drawing like backwards and upside down. Anybody have a guess?
A boot. A foot.
Hey, Inslee got
Yay.
it. It's a foot. That was
Can I
too.
draw something? Can I draw something now?
No.
Right.
I'm drawing. All right, it's a foot. Do you guys like your feet?
No.
You don't
that
like-
foot is ugly.
Not. Hey, shh. Not this foot. Do you like your own feet?
No. Yeah.
All right. Quinn, in our last Bible story, do you remember what we talked about? So Jesus came to Jerusalem and people were really excited because they thought he was going to be what? Or Jesus is... Especially, okay, when I said that we had, somebody could come over to your house and one of those people could be a
king.
A king. I thought I was going to draw it. All right, a king. So, if you had a king come over to your house, would you ask him to scrub your toilet?
Yes.
No, yes. Would you ask him to clean the litter box?
Yes.
What? You guys aren't very nice to kings. Anyways, Jesus is a king. Hey, shh. Jesus is a king. He's not asking. Well, okay. Then let's.
I thought like a bad king.
No, well, just any. Oh, you thought it was a bad king. Okay, we're talking about a nice king. We're talking about Jesus. And Jesus came. Jesus got ready to have a meal with his disciples. And one thing he did was he decided to wash their feet. Now, a long time ago, people traveled a lot on dusty, dirty roads. And they wore sandals. And they had really gross feet. Inslee, what are you doing back there?
Oh my God.
Okay, never mind. That's not part of the story. Anyways, ignore Inslee. Jesus also walked around and had dirty feet too. So you'd go to a house and there would be a servant there who would wash your feet because you were just gross when you came in from the city streets. You don't have to get that close. Anyways, he would come and wash your feet. But Jesus, he was like, no, I'm going to wash your feet. Now, is that strange? Do you think it's normal for somebody cool like Jesus to go wash people's feet? Do you think that's normal? For a king to want to come over and like clean your litter box. I'm thinking, what's something gross in the house that you think nobody should clean, that needs to get cleaned?
Dog poop?
Ew, or pick up the dog poop in the yard. All right. So anyways, I'm looking at the Bible verse. The Bible story is in John 13, and I'm going to read it. Is that okay? All right. It says, "It was just before the Passover feast. Jesus knew that the time had come for him to leave this world. It was time for him to go to be with the Father, for him to go to heaven. Jesus loved his disciples who were in the world, so now he loved them to the very end. He loved them very much. They were having their evening meal." And I'm going to skip this part about Judas because we're going to talk about Judas later. Okay. We're going to talk about Judas in another story. Okay, so he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothes. So it's not like he got naked. He just took off. No, he did. Well, just so he didn't get like his clothes dirty. He just like, whatever. Inslee, he wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a large bowl. Then he began to wash his disciples' feet. He dried them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, and Simon Peter said, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" And Jesus replied, "You don't realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." And Peter said, "No, you will never wash my feet," because he thought, Jesus, you're too important to wash my feet. And Jesus said, "Unless I wash you, you can't share life with me." So some of you go, if I can't share life with, okay, sure. No, Jesus, if you want to wash my feet, then wash my hands and wash my head too. Just give me a whole bath. And Jesus said, people who have had a bath need only to wash their feet. The rest of your body is clean and you are clean, but not all of you are. And Jesus was actually kind of talking about Judas right there, but we're going to not talk about Judas right now. Okay. When Jesus finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes. Then he returned to his place at the table. Do you understand what I have done for you? He asked them. You call me teacher and Lord. You are right. That is what I am. I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet. So you also should wash one another's feet. Do you think we should go around and wash everybody's feet?
No.
We could. I mean.
It would be gross. Feet.
Well, yeah, okay. I have given you an example. You should do as I have done for you. All right, here's the important part. This is verse 16. What I'm about to tell you is true. A slave is not more important than his master, and a messenger is not more important than the one who sends him. Now you know these things, so you will be blessed if you do them. All right. So what do you think Jesus is asking us to do right there?
Wash people's feet.
Well, do more than wash people's feet. What else?
Be good to people.
Be good to people.
Love your disciples.
Love not only your disciples, not only your friends. Yeah, we should go around and we should be helping people. Do you think this is a good time to help people? Maybe we physically can't go to people's houses and like scrub their toilets today. But we should try and find ways we can help people, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? All right. So Jesus said, even if like your mom and dad, they might be like the king and queen in your house, but they do serve you all the time. But maybe you're an older sibling and you should be nicer to your little siblings. I don't know. Or maybe think of some ways in your family, because you're spending a lot of time with your family. And think of ways that you can be a servant, because even Jesus, who was King and Lord of all, was a servant to those around him. All right. Thank you guys so much, and be ready for whatever comes next.
Coming live from Quinn's room.
We're in Quinn's bedroom. They wanted you to know that. See ya.